Hey, grab a cocktail just like Queen Elizabeth would. That's right, the Queen drinks 4 cocktails a day, huh? And I've got 6 comedians who all have something to say about it.
Tonight on Punchline, 2 teams of comedians use today's headlines to come up with the best punchlines. Playing for the women's team, Becky Robinson, Daphne Springs, and Taylor Tomlinson. Playing for the men's team, KC Aurora, Chris Frangiola, and Charles McBee. And now, Punchline. Here's your host, Mark Istook.
I don't think we talk enough about how cool that opening video is, by the way. I like the wink, Charles. That was nice.
Yo, they got me working, son.
Yeah, well, way to shout out to the audience. I want to say hello to the audience as well and welcome you to Punchline tonight. What a fun episode we have planned for you. A little battle of the sexes. It's the men who you just saw going up against the ladies. They are all set to make jokes about today's news headlines, but who will be funnier? That is up to our live studio audience here in Hollywood to decide with their votes. So let's hear for our audience. And you folks at home can join in as well if you're watching us live in Atlanta or in Minneapolis or on Facebook Live. Head on over to playpunchline.com where you can vote. And up for grabs tonight is the coveted Punch Bowl. The big question, though, is who will take it home? Well, let's find out as we get going in our first round. Punchlines here are worth 50 points, so comedians, get your hands ready on the buzzer. Here we go. I was shocked to hear this story. 91-year-old Queen Elizabeth says she drinks 4, count them, 4 cocktails a day. The maybe more surprising part, she has 3 by the end of lunch, including a gin martini. So, comedians, what is something the Queen would say after her 4th drink? Go. Casey.
Who wants to take the Queen to Buckingham Palace?
Taylor.
Bow down, bitches!
Charles.
My face is on the money, son. I'm about to make it rain me.
Daphne.
Being queen is bananas. B-A-N-A-N-A-N.
That's probably not what she says. Becky.
One more of these and I'll flash ya.
Chris.
How come I never see Diana anymore?
Too soon. Taylor.
Harry really is so much cuter than William.
I didn't know what she just said. Becky.
What Taco Bell?
I don't think the Queen eats Taco Bell. All right, audience, the men or the women or the Queen, who gets your vote? I mean, I thought the Diana joke happened. I thought you would have had it there.
Just Robert.
All right, let's move on to our second headline as the women have a 50-0 lead. This is another interesting story. Talking to yourself in the third person was once seen as a sign of insanity, but now, according to a new study, it is often seen as a sign of intelligence. And let me tell you, Mark Istook agrees. Comedians, you're all very smart people. What is one thing that you have said to yourself today? Go. Taylor.
Taylor is kind. Taylor is smart. Taylor is important.
Daphne.
Yay, Daphne, you're not pregnant again.
Casey.
Don't stare at her chest. Don't stare at her chest. Don't stare at her chest.
Becky.
Don't stare at his bulge. Don't stare at his bulge. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Charles.
Don't say my ex-girlfriend on TV. Don't say my ex-girlfriend's name on TV. Brittany, I made it. I'm on TV. I told you.
Chris.
Hey, Chris, don't let it bother you that everyone on the show is so young that you look like the chaperone at a high school field trip.
It kind of does, right? It kind of does. Daphne.
Like if I kill like one person, would that be okay?
As long as they don't find out about it. Yes, Charles. Time's up. The buzzer got you. Charles says, don't let the buzzer get me. Audience, male or female, men or women, who gets your vote? All right.
That's what I'm talking about.
50-50 as we continue. President Trump reportedly told members of his Trump National Golf Course in New Jersey that the White House is a real dump. In fairness, it is 217 years old, but it's the White House. So, comedians, what changes would Donald Trump make to the actual White House if he could? Go. Casey.
Turning the yellow room into the orange spray tan room.
Taylor.
Sell it.
Daphne.
He would call it the whites only house.
Chris.
A giant wall to keep out anyone who looks like my two teammates.
Becky.
That's fair. It's fair, though.
Let's go, Becky.
Put in a playpen with a giant sandbox that he could just tweet from all night long.
Casey.
Nominating Chris as communications director because of his awful.
Do we even need to have the vote, guys? It's a formality. Let's do. Come on. Men or women? I gotta hand it to you, that was solid. All right, the men have a 100-50 lead as we play a little fast and slogan. A Harley-Davidson enthusiast has created a gin that is actually infused with old motorcycle parts. So don't tell the queen about this one. Bottles cost over $1,000 and are already sold out. So comedians, please give me a slogan for this new motorcycle gin. Go. Taylor.
Spoiler alert, it's just gasoline.
Casey.
Motorcycle gin, because you'll sign those divorce papers when you're good and ready.
Daphne.
Motorcycle gin for when your wife won't let you ride.
Taylor.
Motorcycle gin, when you want to make sure a motorcycle kills you one way or the other.
Becky.
Motorcycle gin, because the best part of waking up is scrap metal anyhow.
Sounds disgusting. Casey.
She'll get the kids, but she won't get this motorcycle gin.
Chris.
Motorcycle gin. It tastes unbelievable, Knieveable.
All right, time's up. Audience, let's get the votes in. Men, women, or gin? So you'll testy up here.
Unbelievable, Knieveable.
Yes, we are all tied up as we got to head to break. But coming up, put down your cheesy fries because we've got the #1 most fattening meal in America. Have you ever ordered it? Plus, Beyonce maybe buys a basketball team. We'll be right back with more Punchline. I'm TV's Marcus Took, and you may know me from the news and other stuff. Well, we're bringing you the news everyone is talking about because we're joking about it. So like, follow, and subscribe to Punchline. Boy, I promised you a good episode tonight. We have delivered so far. Battle of the sexes, all tied up. 100 points for the ladies, 100 points for the men, and you can make a big difference in a game like this, especially when the score is as close as it is, by voting. So if you're watching live in Atlanta or Minneapolis or on Facebook Live, go to playpunchline.com to make your voice heard in this second round where all of our punchlines are worth 100 points. So let's continue by playing a little Name That Title. Thieves in Albuquerque, New Mexico stole a 1,700-pound barbecue pit with a brisket cooking inside of it. So they took the pit, they took the meat, the whole thing. They took it all from the parking lot of Pepper's Old Fashioned Barbecue. So comedians, name the title of this amazing new heist movie. Go. Daphne.
Snatch these ribs.
Casey.
No Country for Pepper's Old Fashioned Barbecue.
Becky.
Dude, where's my barbecue?
Taylor.
Now you see meat.
Charles.
Ocean's 11 Herbs and Spices.
Chris.
Well done, Kirk.
That's good.
Good drill hunting.
Becky.
Two in one?
Yeah.
Catch meat if you can.
Taylor.
Die Hard from Clogged Arteries.
Charles.
This just sounds like the plot to any Kevin James movie.
All of them, yes. All right, time's up, audience, time to vote. Men or the women? Let's break the tie. There we go. 61% to 39%, guys. 200 100. The 100 lead. This one's another interesting one. The Center for Science, which apparently is a real center, it has announced its yearly list of the most fattening chain restaurant dishes. So at 950 calories, you've got the Cheesecake Factory's Flying Gorilla Cocktail, which sounds horrible. Also, Dave & Buster's Carnivore Pizzadillo, which has 1,970 calories. So comedians, what dish do you think should be number one? Go. Daphne.
My grandmother's macaroni and cheese. 10,000 calories.
Casey.
Chris Crispy.
Taylor.
A sad meal. It's like a Happy Meal, but it's like 3 times bigger and covered in cheese.
Very sad. Charles.
I'm not gonna name no names, but the taco shell is made out of a Dorito. Just saying.
Chris.
Hey, listen, if you're eating a pizzadillo next to a whack-a-mole machine, I don't think health and exercise are your biggest concerns.
Daphne.
Street meat, street tacos, anything off the street.
Taylor.
I just need a personal day. Pizza.
Is it weird that all this is making me hungrier? I don't know.
It is weird.
Audience, let's get the votes in. Men or the women? Who's on a cheat day? Tying it up as we move to our final headline of the round. How about this one? Financial experts are loving it. Wall Street hit a record high today as the Dow closed over 22,000 for the first time. So comedians, now that your 401k is way up, assuming you have a 401k as stand-up comedians, how do you plan on spending all that money? Go. Casey.
Google what's a 401k.
Exactly.
It's free, I think.
Daphne.
I'm gonna buy 6 bundles of Malaysian hair.
Taylor.
Sorry. Dalmatian puppy coat, for sure.
Becky.
A sex robot.
That's an investment.
Charles.
Look you in the eye during that.
I done spent all of it trying to pay off the minimum balance to my student loans.
There you go. Already spent it.
All gone.
Daphne.
I'm gonna buy 100 gift cards and mail them to all my families and friends, but it'll have a 0 balance.
Oh, I like that one. Chris.
3 avocados at Whole Foods.
Ah! All right, time's up. How would you spend your 401k if you had to vote for the men or the women?
We win. Come on, we win.
All right. 300 to 200 as our battle of the sexes continues. Coming up, will Beyonce change the NBA forever? She's thinking about buying a team. Plus, our 6 comedians take on the best photos of the day as Punchline comes back after this. If you liked what you just saw, swipe right. Oh, that's another. Oh, I'm sorry. Follow us on Punchline. That's a whole different thing.
We're back with your host, Mark Istook.
Boy, I'm having a good time tonight. I hope you guys are as well as we share the battle of the sexes with you, the viewer watching at home tonight. The men with a 300 to 200 lead over the ladies. I have a feeling this is going to be one of those nights where every single vote counts. So make your voice heard if you're watching us live in Atlanta, Minneapolis, or on Facebook Live by going to playpunchline.com, because in this round, a lot of points are up for grabs, 150 per punchline as we get right to our next headline. This would be pretty interesting, actually, if you're a Houston Rockets fan especially. The team is for sale, and it appears that Beyonce is interested in becoming an owner. So comedians, if Beyonce bought the Rockets, how would Houston Rockets games be different? Go. Casey.
They changed the name from the Rockets to the Houston Bayhive.
Becky.
You get rid of the uniforms and make everyone wear leotards.
Charles.
All the single ladies get in free.
Chris.
3-pointers would now count as 1, because if we learned anything from Destiny's Child, Beyonce doesn't like 3.
Daphne.
You'll be allowed hot sauce in your bag, swag.
Charles.
They're gonna serve lemonade at the concession stands, but they will be served to you by former members of Destiny's Child. Yeah! They need jobs.
For the first time ever, the Rockets will slide.
All right, can I just say I'm surprised no one said all the dribbling will be to the left, to the left. everybody. Let's get the votes in. Unfortunately, you can't vote for me, but you can vote for the men or the women. Who was funniest? The dudes. And we have a 450 to 200 lead as we move to our next headline. Yesterday, right after his plane landed in San Francisco, a 17-year-old boy opened the emergency door, jumped out, slid down the wing, and started running across the tarmac. I mean, people in the plane are going nuts. The kid is now in custody. But comedians, why did this teenager want to get off that airplane so badly? Go! Daphne.
He was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Casey.
His phone was at 1%.
He needed to charge it up. Taylor.
I don't know, but he's definitely getting some at prom.
Becky.
His Uber X was about to leave him behind.
Gotta get the Uber.
They do that.
Chris.
I think we should all be applauding the fact this is a 17-year-old who put his phone down long enough to actually do something.
Oh! Losing the millennial vote. Taylor.
Okay, wait, was this a Southwest flight? Because if so, I totally get it.
Charles.
Sometimes you be sitting on that tarmac so long, you gotta take matters into your own hands.
You do. I've been there before, yes. Casey.
Baggage claim's a nightmare.
Get a jump start. All right, audience, let's see what your votes have to say.
Come on,
The men or the women? Love it. 350 to 450. We got a game on our hands, and when we come back, these comics will make punchlines for the best photos of the day. Time for a little photo finish when we return. Follow at Punchline TV Show on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. What is it? MySpace? Farmers Only. Tinder? It's kind of weird. It is. This is it. It is the Punch Bowl. It's what our men and our women are battling for tonight. And we do have a battle on our hands, 450 to 350. The men have the lead, but it is our final round. Little photo finish as our comics are going to provide punchlines for the day's best photos. And our live studio audience here in Hollywood will vote, as will our fans watching at home in Atlanta or Minneapolis or on Facebook Live. You can go to playpunchline.com to decide the outcome of this match. Guys, you're going to be rated on a scale of 0 to 100. That score translates to points. It'll be a chance for these ladies to make up their 100-point deficit. Daphne, you're going to lead us off. How are you feeling? Any pressure?
I'm feeling good. 100 isn't bad.
You've seen this trophy before. You want it back.
I've owned it.
Oh. Well, let's see if she has what it takes to own it again tonight.
Yeah.
Put 90 seconds on the clock. Daphne is up first. Let's go.
Okay, when he asks us to see a picture of that monkey.
Audience. 86. Becky.
Hey, how you doing? My name's Kyle. I invented motorcycle gym. You might have...
Audience. 79. Taylor.
Okay, this is just proof like nobody looks cool on a Vespa. Right?
Audience. 69. Daphne.
Next photo. Okay, when you get beat up and your mama say, go back out there and fight again.
Audience. 81. Becky.
This is just the guys trying to explain their loss when the show's over.
Oh! Audience. 81. Taylor.
Okay, let's get the Snowflake a participation trophy.
Oh, let's see the votes. 75. Daphne.
Next. When you have 15 minutes to deliver or is free.
Yes. 81. Becky.
Sean Spicer's spicy snacks. Yes, Margaret, I'm on my way.
Yes. Audience. 75. Taylor.
Next. Oh, finally a game you don't have to get up to go to the bathroom during.
Let me see the votes. 75. Daphne.
Okay, this game of strip poker is about to escalate real quick.
Audience. 80. Becky.
Next one. No, you will not take away our birth control about a fight.
All right, audience, let's see the final vote. 85.
Okay.
All right. Adding all those points up, and the ladies have a very respectable 1,217 points. Gentlemen, I was told there'd be no math, but you got to get a lot of points to catch up to that. So it's a tough order. But Chris, you're going to lead off the men.
All right.
We're going to put 90 seconds on the clock.
Got it.
Let's go.
Oh, these girls are just happy to be out of R. Kelly's garage.
It's 88. Charles.
Man, the Crips are really starting to diversify.
Audience. 88. Wow, Casey.
Gentrification really ruined the Harlem cheerleading squad.
Audience. 78. Chris.
Next. At least she's making this tsunami fun.
Audience. 86. Charles.
I'm pretty sure this is how babies are born.
Let me see the votes. 78. Casey.
White people at the beach.
Audience. 72. Chris.
Next photo. Lance Armstrong hates this picture.
Audience. 75. Charles.
Girls sport, no audience. Shocker.
Audience. 74. Wow, Casey.
Oh, she hates balls in her face.
Audience. 81. Chris.
Next picture. I can't believe they gave me 2 tickets to Hamilton again.
Audience. 81. All right, that's the final punchline. Let's add up all those points. Who's going to take home the trophy tonight? It was a close one, the final score. Only 34 points separates, or 36 points, 34, let's just do that. Separates the winners from the losers tonight. The ladies with 1,217. The men with 1,251. Maybe some shady voting going on there, but hey, you guys won fair and square, so congratulations to the men, ladies. Thanks for playing. Well done tonight. Thank you folks for watching. Thanks to our studio audience as well. Remember, you keep up with the headlines, and we will bring you the punchlines. Good night, everybody. Follow at Punchline TV Show on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. What is it? MySpace? Farmers Only. Tinder?